In other words, it's not of works. It's of the grace and of the election of who the Most High has called. Go ahead.
What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for.
Right, so Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for. What was Israel seeking for? They were seeking for the truth. They were seeking for salvation. But they didn't obtain it back then. And now who is this Israel talking about? Is it talking about the whole nation of Israel? No, it was talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Even though you had remnants of the tribes that were still there, the majority of the tribes had already been brought to the in captivity under the Assyrians and come over to this side of the world. Back about 1,000 years. I'm back about approximately about 800 years. By the time the Lord had came on the scene, they had already been in captivity. They had already been on this side of the world roughly about 800 years. Go ahead.
Verse 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
So even among the Jews, they didn't obtain that which they were seeking for, which is salvation, which is the truth, but the election had obtained it, because there were certain Jews that believed. That's why when you read in the scriptures, there's certain accounts of Jews or of the Pharisees, or righteous Pharisees, and certain other Jews that were there at the time that believed because they were righteous. But it says, and the rest were blinded, meaning the rest of Israel or the rest of the Jews at that time were blinded. Go ahead.
According as it is written, the Most High hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they shall not see, and ears that they shall not hear unto this day.
That's why Yahushua said that, oh, well has Isaiah spoken of you, or well have the prophets spoken of you, where they say that eyes have they and they see not, and ears have they and they hear not. Go ahead. Verse 9.
Okay. And David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them.
Right, so King David in the spirit, he spoke against Israel, or the Jews. It said, let their table be made a snare, which is talking about the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which is comparable unto fruits and meat and potatoes and peas and all that good stuff, and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Why? Because they had to fall. See, the Jews in Jerusalem, they had to fall so that the Israelite foreigners can be brought in, so that mercy can be extended unto them, because the Most High deals with mercy. Alright, verse 10, brother.
Verse 10. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always.
Right.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall?
So who is Paul speaking of here? I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? He's talking about the Jews. Did the Jews stumble? They stumbled at their stumbling stone, which is Yahushua. They fell, right? But did they stumble that they should fall, meaning that they should be cast off or cast away? Go ahead. Rest of 11.
Okay. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? The Most High forbid.
Go ahead.
But rather through their fall, salvation is come upon the Israelite foreigners.
Right. The salvation has come. The salvation. I'm sorry. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? The Most High forbid. But rather through their fall, the Jews' falls, salvation is come unto the Gentiles or the Israelite foreigners, for to provoke them to jealousy. To provoke who to jealousy? The Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Now let's go from there. Let's go to the book of Acts, the 13th chapter, because we read Acts earlier in the previous show, the Acts the 13th chapter, but we